Hi everyone, it's Jacob Morgan with another video, and today I wanted to talk about millennials. As you can see, I'm wearing my Made in 1983 millennial shirt, and what I wanted to talk a little bit about today is what's going on with millennials in the workforce. I'm sure you've seen or have read one of the articles that have been floating around out there on various publications talking about millennials in the workforce and what to expect. And yeah, I've been reading some of these, and it's a little amusing actually, because all the articles that I tend to read are they make it sound like millennials are these types of aliens that are coming in from another planet, and nobody's ever seen a millennial, and they're radically changing everything, and when they become the majority of the workforce, things are going to get flipped on their head, and it's bizarre. And so I wanted to address three things when it comes to millennials in the workplace, basically helping people understand that they shouldn't be freaking out about this. So first, let me start off by saying, yes, it's true. Millennials will be the majority of the workforce within the next few years. And yes, that does mean new attitudes, new values, new ways of thinking about work, and new ways of working. But there are three things that we also need to keep in mind. The first is that millennials are not, they're not the only trend that's happening as far as the future of work is concerned. We still have other things that we need to remember and focus on and pay attention to. Things like globalization, new behaviors entering the workplace, new technologies. There are all sorts of things that are helping shape the future of work, not just millennials. And I understand that millennials are getting a lot of attention, which is fine, but they shouldn't be the only focus of what's happening in the workplace. Again, they will bring new values and ideas and things like that into the workplace, but there are other things that we need to consider. And these other things are working hand in hand with millennials. There are several trends that we're seeing. Millennials are one of them. The second thing is that this isn't the first time that different groups of people have been working together, right? I mean, anytime you put groups of people together in a room or in an organization, you're going to have different values, different ideas, different ways of working, different ways of thinking about work. And a lot of the things that, or a lot of the characteristics and values that people are associating with millennials, it's not just that millennials care about those things. I mean, you go around in your organization today and talk to older people, they care about these things as well. Things like flexible work environments, coaching and mentoring, corporate and social responsibility and sustainability programs. All these different types of things are, not just the focus of millennials, but it's just a new attitude that's happening in the world of work as well. And the third thing that we need to remember is that this is going to be a gradual shift. This isn't an overnight thing where tomorrow all of a sudden all these millennials are just going to spring up out of nowhere. This is a gradual shift that we're going to see over time. Right now, millennials are not the majority of the workforce, but they will be within the next few years. And a lot of companies know this. They've already started adapting, right? They already have programs in place. They're already starting to think about this. So, and again, it's not just millennials. It's just a new attitude and a new way of working, right? The future employee isn't necessarily a millennial. It's just an employee who has new values and new attitudes and new ways of working. The fact that all these discussions are happening around millennials just serve as a catalyst to help organizations want to speed up, because there's going to be more of these types of people. But a lot of the characteristics and values aren't, solely belonging to millennials. It's just, it belongs to a wider group of people in general. So that's something to think about. That's my video today on millennials. Don't freak out. Everything will be fine, I promise.